Trump is selling a lot of guns and he probably doesn't even know it. And I have a feeling he doesn't have a problem with that either. There's a lot of companies out there that are putting Trump's face image on their guns in order to sell them. And a lot of us are fans of them, so they're going to sell them. And this is one of the latest ones out there from PSA. You have companies like Glock, Auto Ordnance. There's even an AK with like real gold inlays coming out with Trump's face on them. And so this is one of the flashier Trump guns, and we're going to look at it. And this is kind of a two-for video. There's a couple of things I want to cover here. First, we're just going to do the first look, right? I'm going to show you the hidden message that PSA put on this gun, which is actually kind of cool. This is also the redemption arc for me, right? I worked with PSA a long time ago. I did a video talking about why PSA gets hate and is it deserved. That video came out before this one. But this is going to be the gun that I use to see how they're doing now, right? And just kind of give them a second chance, if you will. Let me go ahead and open it up out of the box so you get that first look, and let's talk about it. And the first thing that I noticed when I opened this up is on the left side of the receiver. You see his image there, and it has the other side of the magazine release, and it kind of looks like he's almost wearing a headset, like that's a mic coming across to his mouth, so that's kind of cool. They got a signature there, United States, President, 45th, and the 47th, and you have the red, white, and blue pattern on the upper receiver. This is a monolithic receiver, by the way. And just looking through some of the parts that they have, this should be a solid gun. So we have the Palmetto State Armory birdcage that they put on the Jakl specifically. We have a special Cerakote job that they've done here, of course. This is an 8-position adjustable gas system in here, okay? They also have, I think, a 6-position on their pistol variants. Some of the older ones that I've seen, people have said that they had 4-position gas systems. So I guess this has changed. This has kind of been one of the issues that they've had, and from what I've read, they actually added this tube right here so the piston will better align with itself. I kind of want to show you the internals on this unboxing too. So if you guys want to see that, stick around as well. I also want to show you the little secret they put on here because it's actually pretty cool. Side charging handle, you can reverse that, by the way. All the controls are pretty much AR style. One thing I appreciate that they did, and I've actually never fired one of these. Like I said, I haven't messed with a Palmetto State Armory gun in so long that it's nice to see some of these changes. So they put a 45-degree throw, ambidextrous safety on here, and then also we have a hell of a nice PSA Customs trigger. Let me show you this really quick. Get to the wall. Boom. I mean, it is absolutely instant. It is nice too. Freaking sweet, dude. We have a kind of gold plated or gold Cerakoted Trump mag here. It's a P mag, of course. Then we have the custom Cerakote job, and this is, of course, sitting on top of the 6105 monolithic upper. They actually have a 7-lug shot-peened bolt, an 8620 front trunnion, a 4340 carrier, and a long stroke gas piston. Also have a BNT MBT side folding stock, and this thing is actually pretty good. Stays in the locked position. It is adjustable for length of pull, and it has a 3-position riser on top with a very awesome eagle stars and stripes on the top of that, and of course that's mixed in with like the gold bronze look. It's actually pretty sweet. Oversized trigger guard, MOE grip, and this one actually came with the backup Imbus iron sights, backup sights. So I'm actually going to take the front, the lower off here as well. It's going to make it easier to handle. And as opposed to like a Scar, this is actually aluminum. It's not plastic. So I still kind of close it just like, let's see if we can get that in focus, just like that. But in reality, you can close it like normal. You got to worry about it, right? With the Scar system, it's not necessarily like that. So pretty cool. And then if we come back to the rear, one thing you will notice is we actually have, this locks into place. There's your recoil spring. There's the bolt carrier. There's the whole piston assembly. Boom, right there. Check that out. All right, you can adjust this by hand, okay? I got the rear sight, or I'm sorry, the front sight a little bit in the way, but you can hear me kind of getting in there and just clicking it. So it is a extremely easy to adjust. That's unlike any gas system I've ever used on any of my guns. Matter of fact, one of the easier ones that I have is the CZ Bryn 2, but it actually has a little detent right there. So then, if you want to adjust it, it's super easy to turn, but it's locked into place at the same time. You can't move this otherwise. So, not really sure. I don't know. I hope you don't have any problems, but it is something that I noticed. You got to remember that I don't have a great track record with PSA. And I know a lot of people that don't have great track records with PSA. So I'm looking at every little thing on this gun, trying to see, first of all, is it really worth $2 grand? The base version is like 13 or 14. So I'm looking for the component list. It looks quality. It's a very expensive gun in the world of PSA though. And so it should run really well. Yes, I am gonna shoot it. Now the design overall is, like I said, it's really cool. I actually like the right-hand side of it better because it has the fight and then it has Trump after, of course, he got shot in that famous photo now. 2024, of course, the year where he won the second presidency, and then it's got Trump at the front there. It looks really good. Now, there's also a hidden message. So if you look on the inside of the magazine well, it actually has a saying, "He did it, Joe." And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of cool. I don't know what it really means, but he did it, Joe. Then you look in there, there's actually a picture of a smiling Kamala Harris. So now I'm like, oh, I get it. He did it. He won. He beat us, which is basically what that is saying. So I thought that was pretty cool too. So all BS aside, man, I'm going to run this gun and I'm going to report back to y'all and tell you exactly what I think about it. By the way, that rattling is the imbus tool that I actually have in the grip here, so I can adjust these irons if needed. And so there you go, man. Seems like a quality gun. I will find out though whenever I take this one to the range and let you guys know exactly what I think about the Jakl, the Trump Jakl, if you will. I know these things sold out super quick, so I don't know how many they had, but I know they were sold out. From the time I saw them, the next night they were sold out for sure. So we'll see how it runs, man. As far as an optic, I think I'm gonna run one of the Steiner 1-4, the PXI. I got a buddy of mine who's just like raving over them, and I think I'm gonna give them a shot, dude. I like to try all kinds of different things. Even though I like Trijicon, that's kind of been my favorite. I hear a lot of good things about Steiner, especially from this one buddy of mine. If you're watching, you know who you are. And so I'm gonna give him a shot for this rifle right here. So there we go, man. Got lots coming here, including videos on Trump and the Second Amendment, gun reviews, comparisons, 7 best, any and everything gun related, all right here in one place. So if you like what I do, consider subscribing and let me know your experience with Palmetto State Armory. Good, bad, indifferent. Let me know down below. Big thanks. See you in the next one. And as always, hold them down.